Okay, so the first thing you do when you open Video Studio Pro is to select Advanced Edit. This will then open up the Video Studio Pro. Okay, so what you've got here is the basic interface. This is obviously where you can see the image. This is called the timeline. When you first open up Video Studio Pro, it will default to the storyboard view. You actually want to switch to the timeline view, and down here on the left it will give you options to insert video. You can, at the moment it's currently got the options for you to have 2 different videos playing at the same time. You've also got text and sound and music. So the microphone symbolises a voice track if you just want to record something similar to what I'm doing now and put it in. Music is obviously if you want to put music. Okay, so up here is the first, you could first of all save. We're going to save to a folder. The thing you need to learn about Video Studio Pro is that you need to save all of the items you're working in, so videos, music, anything like that, into the same location as to wherever you have put the folder. So right now I've created a Video Studio Pro folder and I'm going to call this Demo Music 1. It's important to save because Video Studio Pro is notorious for crashing, especially when a lot of users are on it at the same time. Here is the option of where you can import your videos. They have a few default videos that you can look at. So if you just view, they're just things that you can use as intro slides. They also have photos as well. There are some standard stock videos which you're free to use, or you can import your own. Right now what we're going to do is import 2 songs, and we're going to overlay one music track to the video of a second music track to make it sync. So this is a good exercise to do with students because it gets them playing with the editing and also showing them how to import and manipulate the videos. So if I open up the video, so the biggest misconception that people have is when they try and open video, they go to File. We actually need to go to the little open button next to the video icon. So right now we might do the Gummy Bear soundtrack, and it will appear on your list. From here you just want to drag it down into your main timeline and you can play and have a look at what it is. Oh, I'm a gummy bear. Yes, I'm a gummy bear. It's a nice little fun track, but what we're going to do is actually import a second video and use the sound from it instead. So from here you can split the audio because we want to get rid of the Gummy Bear song. So you can right click and split your audio. This will then drop the audio down into the voice track, and we just want to delete it. Okay, so now you just have a video without any sound. So now what we need to do is bring in the second video and grab the audio from it. So we can open up the video again and we're going to use Vanilla Ice. So from here you can do 2 different things. You can either drag it down to the second video slot, which will then overlay it on top. You can split your audio from here, or you can just drag it straight down into the music file and it will just give you the music track. So whichever one's easier. If you want to get the kids a little bit more experience with splitting the audio, you can do it the other way. Okay, so right now this is what your video looks like. Okay, so I actually want to start the soundtrack from this point. So with the shaking rattles, that's when I want him bouncing. So I drag the timeline to where I want and I can select on the music, and then here you have scissors, which is where you chop and change all of your video and sound. So if I split it, you'll then notice that it chops the audio in half. So I'm going to get rid of the first bit and drag my audio across again, select somewhere in the middle and press play and see what we've got. Okay, so now I want to split the audio so that he's bouncing at the same time. So I'm going to select the audio. When it's orange, that's when it's selected. Cut, and you can just take it out. So now alright, so you can still manipulate it so that it works. And depending on how particular you get,
Yo, VIP. Let's kick it.
okay, so you can actually spend a lot of time making that work. Hang on. Okay, so let's say you want to manipulate it even further and you want to take a whole chunk out of the middle. You can drag your cursor somewhere, like let's say I want to get rid of this bit here. I can chop till he's finished his little spinning. I can delete it. I can select it, so I've now got a chunk, and then I can delete. There's lots of different things you can do with the video. So there's actually a section here where he's in the car bouncing. Okay, I actually want that bit to play twice. I'm going to get him to come in twice. So I'll chop it wherever I want. Get it so that he's driven in. Chop it again. Then you can select the piece you want to duplicate and you can press Control C, Control V, or right click copy and paste it on. Now I have a crossover effect on it, so I want to delete that. There we go. Okay, so now that will look something like this. Okay, so there's lots of different things you can do with the individual track. So let's say I want him to go at 3 times the speed. You can go to the options. So every time you have something selected, it will go orange. You select options, and this gives you more manipulation. So you can reverse the video, so if you wanted it to rewind or go the opposite direction, that's fine. But playback speed is a popular one, and you can tell it how fast you want it to go. So right now it's going to go 340%, which will be very fast. And you'll see it shortens the video because obviously it's going to take less time to happen. So now
Yo, VIP. Let's kick it.
it's quite a, there's lots of different things you can do with it. If you wanted to overlay text, you go down to the text bar, and let's say we wanted to have some credits. You can drag whatever you want down into the text bar, and you can double click and manipulate it however you see fit. And then